Hi everyone, I'm Brendan from Life Changing Coaching, and today I have a few questions about introverts and extroverts to ask Coach Paul. So, Coach Paul, how do I know whether I'm an introvert or an extrovert?
The best way to know if you're an introvert or an extrovert is to look at your core behaviors. For example, take flying on an airplane. If you're an introvert, you will probably prefer to be sitting with headphones on, a book or magazine to read, and having no contact with the person sitting next to you. I like to say, let's say you're taking a 24-hour flight from LA to Japan. By the time the plane lands, if you're sitting next to an introvert, you may be lucky if you got to know their name. However, if you're sitting next to an extrovert, what you'll probably be doing is you'll be sharing all sorts of information. You'll be telling about your wife, your husband, your children, people that are in jail. I'll say if you take a 30-minute flight, say you're flying from LA down to San Diego, and you're sitting next to an extrovert, then you're going to be knowing every single thing about them in that 30 minutes. So extroverts, what they do is they use behaviors that send out social energy. So they're going to be sending out energy, they're going to be using words, nonverbal gestures, anything they can to get you to respond back to them. Versus introverts, they're going to be conserving that energy. They're going to be pulling it inside, and so they're going to tend to be quieter, they're going to tend to be less talkative, they're going to tend to be more introspective when they are answering questions and interacting with other people.
Is it possible for introverts to have extroverted behaviors and extroverts to have introverted behaviors?
Definitely. It's definitely possible to have and use the behaviors associated typically with the other preference. So, for example, if you're an introvert and you have a job that requires you to be extroverted, you'll probably have developed skills in extroverted behaviors. You'll be very comfortable looking people in the eyes. You'll be comfortable initiating conversations. Whereas, if you're an extrovert, and let's say you had a group of people, a lot of your friends who are introverts, you might also have become very comfortable at doing introverted behaviors. So you'll be very comfortable at being alone. You'll be very comfortable at taking time and pausing before answering. All those things that are typically associated with introverts. So depending on your roles, the people that are around you, a lot of different things going on, you may use behaviors that are different than your core preference pattern.
What if my type doesn't serve my goals? Can I learn to be more extroverted or introverted?
Definitely. At Life Changing Coaching, we talk about 5 foundations, and that 5th foundation is adaptability. Adaptability means that sometimes, in order to be successful in life, you have to flex out of your normal core pattern. For example, let's say you have a core pattern of introversion, and you just got a job as a salesperson. To be an effective salesperson, you're going to need to adopt a lot of extroverted behaviors. It may be awkward at first, but you will have to learn how to do those extroverted behaviors. You're going to have to make eye contact. You're going to have to initiate conversations. You're going to have to share more things that are in your head than you're used to as an introvert. It'll be awkward, as I said, but over time, you will become comfortable with it, and as you keep doing it, you'll actually begin to enjoy it and master it, and then you'll see that you'll be an introvert, but you'll be really skillful at doing extroverted behaviors in order to be successful in your job.
And last question I have here is, how do I get along with someone from the opposite type?
That's a great question. Part of what I say about learning your life code is also learning that people are different. And so in my book, there's a section for each life code that talks about how to get along with the opposite preference type. So what I would encourage you to do is to take a look at those chapters and look at that heading, and you'll get some very specific ideas about if you're an extrovert, how do you get along with an introvert.